Woo! Guys, this is the new Taurus GX4. This is their little micro compact, and due to the high prices of 9mm, that's all I'm going to be shooting in this video. One shot is all you get. So we're going to go into some detail of this little handgun here in just a moment, but of course, I'm pulling your chain. We're going to be shooting this pistol a lot, so let's get into the video. All right, yes, of course I shoot primarily rimfire on my channel, but if you've been following my channel for a while, you know good and well that I shoot more than just rimfire. Now, I'm just going to be open, transparent with you guys right up front. Taurus sent me this handgun probably about a month ago, and I've put several hundred rounds through it. I guess in the early 2000s when I started getting into firearms a lot and collecting them and shooting them, Taurus was never on my list of firearms to own, okay? I've owned a couple of them down through the years, and just to be honest with you, I always liked their revolvers, not a huge fan of their semi-automatics. However, Taurus in the past couple of years, ever since the TX22, I started looking at their semi-automatics a little bit closer. They have come a long, long way. I've posted a few pictures on social media, and a lot of you guys like Taurus, blah, you know, I never own a Taurus. Try them, okay? They're not the same Taurus that they were 10, 15 years ago. Nowhere close. Their GX4 is no exception to that. So this is their answer to a lot of companies' firearms that have come out in the past couple of years. Are little micro compacts. Now, the particular one that I have is 11 plus 1, so 11 rounds in the magazine plus 1 in the chamber. They do make one that is 10 plus 1, depending on what state you live in, and it is a good shooter. Compared to the other handguns that are on the market this size, the recoil is a lot more manageable, and the slide is nowhere near as stiff to try to rack it. Like I said, I put a couple hundred rounds through it, not a single malfunction, but let's quit talking about it. I'll go over some of the details here in just a second. Let's do some shooting. All right, make sure my ears are in good. All right, here we go. It is very manageable, and it is a small little package. Okay, so this handgun is only 4.5 inches tall, and it's 1 inch wide. And you see how big my Sasquatch hands are, okay? So this firearm is a little bitty guy in my hands. Here lately, a lot of people want to carry a little micro compact like this, including myself, but sometimes you have to sacrifice with accuracy because the sight radius is so small, and plus the recoil is a little bit stout in a smaller frame handgun like this, so people tend to flinch, so they can't shoot them very well. But this one, I have no problem shooting it well at all. It's a very accurate little pistol for its size. So let's go through another magazine here. I'm shooting some 115 grain Federal American Eagle range ammo. All right, just for giggles, let's go out to 100 yards. I haven't tried this before, so hopefully I can hit the 100-yard target. Let me see where I can find my hold here. It's close. There it is, second shot, 100 yards. It just runs. It runs good. Like I said, I haven't had any malfunctions out of it whatsoever. The pistol is shipped with 2 magazines. Now let's go over some of the features. Now, you do have some cutouts right here on the slide, so it'll help you get a little bit better purchase on the slide if you have to rack it. Your slide release, of course, is on the left-hand side. It does have a flat face trigger, like a 2-stage trigger. It is striker fire and single action only, and the trigger breaks really, really clean. I do like the little grip pads on both sides for your thumb, so when you're shooting it, like so, your thumb doesn't move around. You can get a really good grip on it. The rear sight is a blacked out rear sight. It does have serrations on it to help cut down on the light. Also, you've got a white dot front sight. Very basic sighting system. It does come with a replaceable back strap here, so if you have really big hands or really small hands, it will fit your needs. And the magazine release is on the left-hand side. You also have not really aggressive grip tape or stippling right here on the side, but it's just perfect. I don't like it too aggressive. So if I'm wearing it inside the waistband and I'm just like wearing a t-shirt, if it's too aggressive, it just rubs me raw. But this right here, it's fine. It's enough to still keep the pistol in your hands, but it doesn't wear out your side. You do have some cutouts right here at the bottom of the magazine, so it makes the magazines really easy to strip in case if you have a malfunction. But I dig it. I like it a lot. Now, the price point on this particular firearm is, I think the MSRP is around $385, so real world price is probably going to be about $340, $350. Way cheaper than a lot of the handguns this size that are on the market. I've shot all the other handguns that are this size that's come out the past 2 years. I actually own them, but this is probably my favorite because of the price point, and it just fits my hands and I can shoot it well. The other firearms, I can't shoot it as well as I can this guy. Let me load up some more magazines. Let's do some more shooting. All right, I have a few magazines loaded up. Before we start shooting, let's go over 2 things that I would like to see Taurus do in the future with this handgun. It's great the way it is. For 90% of the consumers out there and people who carry, this is going to be fine. But there's that 10% that is wanting a little bit more. First, pick rail on the bottom so you can mount a small flashlight or a laser. That would always be a plus. And a cutout on the top of the slide for a small little micro red dot. You know, I guess they put this pistol out first, and I don't even know if they're even going to come out with those models later, but I assume they come out with this pistol first for to keep the price point down. A lot of companies do that. They'll put one out, the basic model, and they just ramp up from there. Don't know that for a fact, but I would like to see a cutout for a little micro red dot here and a pick rail on the bottom. So let's do some more shooting here. Got 2 mags loaded up. All right. Man, this thing shoots good. Now let's see what else. Okay, the slide is stainless steel, and of course the bottom half is polymer, and this pistol unloaded weighs at about 18 ounces, so it is extremely light. Won't even hardly know it's on your hip or wherever you want to carry it. All right, let's see if me hitting that target at 100 yards was a fluke while ago. So let me try it again. I've had 3 glasses of sweet tea this morning and a cup of coffee, so I'm a little shaky. Nailed it first shot. All right. For around 350 bucks, you can't beat it. And I know Taurus semi-automatics have had a bad name in the past, but trust me, this is not your Tauruses that were out 10 years ago. This is a very reliable handgun. It fits my hands extremely well, and I'm kind of digging it. So if you have any questions about the handgun, for 350 bucks, in my opinion, you really can't go wrong. Several $100s cheaper than any of the other micro compacts that are on the market. But don't take my word for it. Go to the range, find somebody who has one, shoot it, and I promise you, you will like it. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. Go over to my Instagram page, Facebook page, or Twitter pages and ask them there. Until next time, guys, y'all be safe and keep blinking.